Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Terrapins offense will get first crack at it today. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. It seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning him. We're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Terrapins.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dead, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Gets it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the run, it's Valentine. Wide open spaces. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Averill. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Defense is... firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Averill. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's St. Clair. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Manning. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Valentine. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform.
To the air, it's St. Clair.
It's a touchdown.
Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. The sure hands, it's Webb. Hits a seam wide open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Now adjusting. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He wants to throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Forced out of the pocket. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Looking to buy time. That's caught. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short... like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Finds his man. It's White. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. As talented as this guy is, the coverage is tighter. There's not as much space to fit the ball in. He's having to learn on the job as a young signal call. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Illini! Quick strike through the air for the score.
There was a lot of pressure on this offense on this drive, knowing they had an opportunity to take the lead into halftime if they could execute. If they get this extra point after that touchdown, that's exactly what's going to happen.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. He's loose. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front. But they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Dropping back, it's Averill. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. He sees.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
And the Terrapins get the 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. To throw, it's St. Clair. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Didn't get much. On that run, he'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job. Stopped the play for no gain.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Still looking, on the move. Touchdown, Maryland! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. And he makes the grab for the deuce.
That's tough to defend, right? Going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Ray. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. They'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for room, it's Ray. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got it in the middle, it's Manning. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds. The clock keeps ticking.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. On target to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
It's caught. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapin! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Averill. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Illinois lining up quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. Basic connection. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. It has been a huge struggle so far for this guy. He just hasn't been able to get into any type of rhythm. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
Back to pass, it's Averill. Steps away to find some room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Illinois right back to the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
QB spicing. No gain on the play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Penn State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
On the ground, it's White. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Maryland's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you at?
Turning it on! Past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Terrapins are rolling down the field. He'll do it himself. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's White. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's White. Runs through a tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina.
The give to the back.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He might want another play. To the air. It's St. Clair. Quick completion on the out. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's White. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's Ray. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipated.
And that's a live ball. And just like they threw it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no. And huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Floats it out in space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. scored right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the tailback. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's an inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's White. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure. Everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
Then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. This time it's complete. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Terrapins are facing 3rd and inches. Looking down the middle. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
I really like this call to go for it on fourth down in this area of the field. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Holds it in, the first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Got a man. It's Ray. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Leaves it with the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Offense gets set for second down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah.
It's a running room. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Terrapins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Washington. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us.
Oh, out of space. Turning on the Jets. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Maryland! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Norton. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Lions is back in the middle. The Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job bringing on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time? Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Across the 45. Wide open spaces. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. You might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Washington. Trying to set up the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
QB draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Terrapins get it past the sticks.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Snagged in the middle. It's Webb. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
They're going to ride this running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Working the middle, it's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Denmark. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Lost a throw on first down. Working that left side now.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get there.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Lost to throw again. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth. Fires one high and deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they're trying to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time. Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Maryland's offense will be first on the attack. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game's critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair using the quick game. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Fafita. Quickly to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Myers on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And here's the return. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Takes the easy one to the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. The give is to Smith.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. To the air, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Strockett. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some bounce. Ground. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Fires deep on the run. Touchdown Trojans! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage. Be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Kansas. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's St. Clair. Right on the money. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Buying some time. Got a man. It's Smith. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Manning.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On On second down, he'll try to make the connection. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Fafita. There's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Smith takes the handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Might be looking to run. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Terrapins will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Grant behind the line. It's Strockett. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Fafita. Right down the middle. Throws it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the... Gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get in a big game. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Got it in the middle. It's Webb. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks picks up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Pulls it in. It's Ray. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. It gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
They'll move the wide receiver. They just keep firing. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take...
Touchdown, Terrapins! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Strocken. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Maryland! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
We've reached a break. It's Maryland with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense to understand, listen, that QB isn't a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Crockett. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Quick spin on the run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Our Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. He's loose. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires complete on the crosser. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Last chance coming up. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yep. How's it going, guys? No, good time. What happened? Dang. How many games you got left? Oh, I got knocked out of the playoffs. Are you in? You playing which card? Oh, hold on. Let me come on over then. Sure. Oregon Beaver. I'm playing the Buffalo. Buffalo, whatever. I don't know what these guys are. Buffalo Bulls, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.